Story time with Investment Dojo. Would you like to know how I came up with We Get Bread When It's Red, boys and girls? Well, here it goes. So, I became licensed in 1995. I think it was January 11th, somewhere around there, right? And I was recommending Apple, if you can believe it or not, at $18 a share, 1/8, right? I was making enough money by year end to buy 1,000 shares of Apple a month, every month, and didn't even think about it. The mindset I had when I became a stockbroker, God help me, I thought I just had another job, right? Just over broke the mentality. So therefore, I didn't do it. I didn't accumulate it. If I would have done just that, we'd be talking about tens of millions of dollars, right? Because as you know, that was 1995. Apple split 7 for 1 in 2014 at $700 a share. And then it ran from 94 to $500 a share. Then it ran from 100 to $256 a share. It's probably a little higher. You get the point? So that's why we get bread when it's red, because it's really about long-term investing. Walking away, leaving it alone. Stop touching it. Put it down. Why? Because you're going to do the worst damage because you don't know money, and worst off, you don't know how to grow money. You got to let your money work for you. You got to let it do the job that you think you know how to do when it knows how to do when you're investing it in the right companies. And if you don't know what companies to invest in, don't try to be a hero. There's this thing called the S&P 500 and then Vanguard, the cheapest expense ratio on the street. You can buy the S&P 500 is giving you 10% for the last 100 years. Will it give you 10% for the next 100 years? We don't know. But it's been consistent. And why has it been consistent? Because they rotate 20 to 25 companies a year. They always keep us fresh to death, as the kids would say. So you already know what you own. And that's what's important. Think about this. When you were a kid, you liked McDonald's. If you're my age group, I'm 59, right? And so here's the reality. I used to love McDonald's shakes, the French fries and the apple pies. Used to love them, right? But if our parents would have known what I know now as a parent, right? Well, just $2,000 of McDonald's would have turned into 74,000 shares. Now, do me a favor as homework from listening to this video. Go search McDonald's, the ticker, the price, and multiply it by 74,000 shares. It's split 12 times. 12. So you can't get that trading. You can't get it that way. You have to understand the law of time and multiplication and compound interest, the magic of numbers. And when you understand that, now you know why we get bread when it's red, because I know the value of picking up trash when everybody thinks it's trash. And I know it's treasure. Because just because they're all down doesn't mean you can't look underneath the hood to see exactly what you own and what you should own. Now, for you guys who are going to be at the masterclass in 3 weeks, I'm calling you guys next week. And for everybody that you want to be at this launch, I can't say the word guarantee because that's not a word I even want to say in the stock business. But I can say one thing: you will learn something. I guarantee that. And it'll be a better way to do what you were doing. So here's an actual empirical fact. It used to take me about 6 to 8 weeks to do the research for my meetings. Why? Because I had to make sure I was impeccable, right? It took me 6 days. Six. Six, 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 six. How much time could I save not having to listen to an earnings call because everything's right there? This is so important. This is why I'm going to tell you again. If you don't know, ask I Dojo. Bars, as the kid would say.